So, oh, that's weird. Why is that? Oh, no, it's updated. We're online. Cool. Okie dokie. So, relatively short flight today. I might carry on further. It really depends on how things go. Weights and balance. Maybe half a tank will do it. Cool. Let's go close that. And yes, that's easily enough. Weather is live. Okay. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, that would have wiped everything. No. Didn't wipe that amazingly. But it does wipe this. That is so silly. Okay. Hopefully the sound's all good. Yeah, looks like it's picking up the game sound okay. Oh, let's try to move my microphone. It's being a little bit difficult. Here we go. So yeah. Isn't that pretty, right? Yeah, it seems happier there, doesn't it? What's the wind
Yankee
like?
Uniform Sierra Lima traffic at Denzel 76 taking off runway 19er north departure.
Taking off into a fairly stiff breeze. Bit more than a breeze, really. Okay. Just move some stuff out of the way. Sorry about the noise. There we go. And let's release the handbrake. Clean that up a little bit. Okay, let's go.
Center at Dental 76's type Cessna Skyhawk 1 mile south of Yankee Uniform Sierra Lima. Request flight following. Dental 76 Melbourne Center. Squawk 4241. Squawk 4241 at Dental 76.
There we go.
Dental 76 radar contact 1 mile southeast of Yankee Uniform Sierra Lima 1,000 feet. Altimeter 29.9er.
So yeah, so what I might actually do, I'm gonna
Copy at Dental 76.
fly over this way and have a wee look at a place called Denham, and if I follow a road from the Denham township, there's a wee place called Monkey Mire, which I'd heard of. Denham didn't ring a bell, but Monkey Mire really rang a bell. They have wild dolphin feeding things and all that over there, so it's pretty cool. Doing a bit of a low energy stream today, sorry guys. Not that I'm particularly high energy at the best of times. Yeah. Yeah, I'm more or less heading in the right direction. Let's make sure I am. If I zoom this out, no, not the barometric pressure, please. I'm probably heading a little bit too north. That's probably about right. I think the town is around there. Denham anyway. If we miss it, we miss it. It's not a big deal. Oh no, we're definitely heading in more or less the right direction. Cool. Another beautiful day out here. What's the time? It's just almost 2 in the afternoon here, so got plenty of daylight left. Slow it down a wee bit. And trying to adjust the mic, and it's making lots of squeaking. Yeah. Not good. Although that'll be getting people that are watching later. Because nobody's watching at the moment apart from Maha! Steve, how you doing, mate? First customer for the day. Good to see you on. Bit of a low energy stream today, but I just want to keep on keeping on. One foot in front of the other and all that.
Adenso 76, contact Melbourne Center on 128.3.
Okie dokie.
128.3, Adenso 76.
128.3.
Melbourne Center, Adenso 76, 2,000 feet.
They're,
76, Melbourne Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.98.
gonna be... Oh, they got windmills out there, which are doing bugger all. Hey, Mum, how you doing? I don't know if you got the messages, but I'm no longer on Facebook, and I'm pretty much logged out of Messenger as well. So if you want to get hold of me, the phone is the best, like mobile text or phone. But I also have my phone is on silent, so don't expect immediate. Yeah, don't expect immediate results. But yeah, I'm doing okay, just not great. Had a very good day streaming yesterday though. I got what they call in Twitch, I got raided, which is when somebody sees your channel and they've got a whole bunch of people that are watching them, and then they decide to chuck them your way. So it's been pretty cool. Hey Brett, how's it going? Yeah, so I got my sound down? Which sound? The sound should be working there, Brett. Is anybody else having sound issues? Oh, hang on, I sound down. Yeah, I am. Yeah, yeah, it's been a rough few weeks, but the last few days has kind of culminated a bit. I won't get into it on stream, but yeah, so I'm just trying to stream and keep on keeping on. Yeah, no, Staver, it was Brett on YouTube, which just mentioned that I sounded down. So yeah. So we're passing over the town of Denham right now. And if I change the heading, follow this way, we'll head over to a place called Monkey Mire, which I've never been to, but I've heard lots about like people going there and having a good time. Long straights, yeah. I just had to do some hard things recently, and it's just, yeah, definitely staying away from alcohol and other intoxicants for a wee while. Just need to try and focus on keeping realistically positive. Lots of dolphins, no monkeys. Yeah, that's exactly right. Awesome, Brett. I'll see you on Twitch soon. Yeah. Going to did I go into IMC while I was? Because IMC is instrument meteorological conditions or something, isn't it? Oh wow, that was instant. Welcome back, Brett. Oh right. Was that a Tizoid? Was that Um, that wasn't last stream, was it? That was. Have you been watching me for a wee while? Trying to keep track of names, but it's difficult. Um, okay, Mum. I can probably call you or text you anyways, but I'll see how it goes. Um, what? Oh wow, what name? Quite possibly. My streams for this game are going to be changing time as I move around the world as well, because I'm going to be always trying to fly during daylight hours so that you can look out the window and see stuff. Um, all good, Mum. If people are wondering, Morkana, there's my mum. She's my biggest fan. But yeah, Tizoid, it might get, it's gonna get easier or harder. Actually, it's gonna get a bit harder because I'm going west. Well, I'm not going west right now, but my journey will be taking me west. This one at the moment, it's going to be at least probably at least a 2-hour flight. I just see how I am when I get to. Oh, hang on! You were watching me. You've. Are you the one that flies the Cessna 172 as well? And you were watching me fly. I was still on the east coast of Australia at the time. Ah, excellent! Oh, it's really good to see you back, man. Yeah, that definitely helped. Nice. I got raided on Twitch yesterday as well, which was brilliant. First time that's ever happened. I got 6 new followers. Brett Plays, who you've seen here. I was, oh god, what was I watching? I was watching one of the guys I am sub to on YouTube. I'm trying to remember his name now. It's not a guy I've watched all that much, but we got chatting on one of the streams, and yeah, so me and Brett are going to try and join up. And oh my god, look at the way this plane's rocking. Oh, there's Monkey Maya over there. So yeah, we're going to try and join up and fly to the UK together, because he was flying from Hobart to. Oh, that'd be cool, Brett. Yeah, it'd be good to have somebody to fly with. It's quite nice. I have a feeling I said something that I've immediately forgotten, because... What do you mean by Kiwi, Brett? Oh, Kiwi Mace, yes! Yes, thank you. Yeah, Kiwi Mace on YouTube. I haven't watched a lot of his stuff, but it's he's just one of these people that seems to be just a nice person to listen to while he's got good banter, and yeah, it's really seems to be pretty good with his audience too. Let's disconnect the autopilot and do a wee circle around here, see what there is to see, and slow it down. I have a feeling it doesn't look like very much from here. I know there's definitely I had a look on Google Maps, and there definitely seemed to be something here. But oh no, there we go. So yeah, there's apparently they feed dolphins and that, wild dolphins around here. There's a few other little things here as well, I think. But yeah, that's Monkey Maya. Never been there myself, but definitely I knew a few people who went and had a good time there. But yeah, it's just amazing how empty this place is, eh? Alright, let's head north. Yeah, it's yeah, popular with tourists, and I think quite a lot of the sort of local, um, a lot of the like West Australian locals go there as well. A bit like Rottnest. It's a bit of a holiday destination in your own backyard. I've got that turned on. Turn that on, and I want to climb a wee bit. That's what I'm at the moment, 1200. Yeah, what do you reckon? 3000 sounds like a... There we go. Yeah, that's a good point. With COVID, a lot of it's yeah, I know we've had the like the oh, what do you call it? The tourist industry has taken an absolute battering. We relied so heavily on foreign tourists and that. But what it means is all of a sudden locals can actually afford to have a holiday here because all the prices have plummeted. So yeah, let's fly directly north for a while. Try not, if I can, if the plane had stopped wobbling. There we go. There we go. So I don't know what it'd be. I mean, I know 3,000 feet's a bit on the low side. Actually, I may as well just over ocean at the moment. Let's zoom out on the map, see if I may as well. Don't really want to fly the whole thing over the ocean. It's been looking for click and drag. Yeah, I do use the because it was only like 7 degrees, so I just clicked. But what I find, especially if things are a little bit turbulent, if I'm using the scroll wheel, I'll be scrolling on here, and then all of a sudden I'm like zooming out or zooming in. Alrighty, Mum, I'll catch you later. Click and drag I didn't know about though. Hang on, what can I click and drag? Let's try. Oh, that is handy, although that changed pretty damn quick. Let's go up. There we go, that'd be cool. Click and drag, that is very useful actually. Especially, yeah, because some of them can be really slow, even with the scroll wheel. Maybe I can. Oh, yeah, that didn't work. Hang on. Let's just do it this way. Slightly easier. Ah, yeah, we'll reach landfall soon enough, and then yeah, even this short journey is going to be it's still off the map a wee bit, but yeah, I think it's somewhere. It'll be somewhere up there. 65 minute. Yeah, it's only 65 minutes at the moment. Yeah, so it's not even 2 hours yet. It'll be a 60, just over an hour's worth of flying. And then, yeah, if people stick around and want me to fly a wee bit more, then yeah. Slowly making our way up to Darwin. But yeah, it's interesting just looking around on Google Maps and that for ideas of places to go, and it's definitely when you're in such a slow airplane, like it would be quite nice if I was in a jet for instance to go to, because the coast is kind of interesting around here, but also there's some really interesting looking geographical features further inland. It'd be great to see that stuff. And this plane's great for taking a, you don't fly past things too quickly, but also it takes so long to get anywhere. So yeah, I've really got to choose between one and the other. Oh yes. Oh, that's actually. Yeah. How does the stream look compared to yesterday? Because I have done some major tweaking. Um, it should look. Hopefully, it should pretty much look identical to the way it did yesterday. But it's running at 30 instead of 60 FPS, and it looks good. Good. Because it's running at 30 instead of 60, because I ain't getting this game running at 60. I'm running at 37 FPS right now, so 30 should be fine. And I halved the bit rate, well, almost half the bit rate. I was running at 5,000, now I'm running at around 3,000. So it's normally sits just above both of those, like it was sitting just above 5,000, even though I specified 5,000. And the same for 3,000, so. Right, so but it's not breaking up or anything. It's not looking pixelated. Awesome. Okay, that's really good. So that's going to be good, because it's also I had a couple of other people just if they were using home Wi-Fi and they were a little bit far away from their router. Okay, that's good. Um, so yeah, I think it was using an unnecessary amount of data before. So basically getting the same quality for using less data, so that's good. That's really good. Bye, useless loop. You weren't that useless to me. What am I at 100%? I am at 100%. Let's back that off a wee bit. Although not too much because I'm climbing. There we go. Hey, got relatively. Yeah, the autopilot really doesn't like doing crosswinds, but once you're either going directly into or away from the wind, it settles right down. So yeah, the update they released today, that was what? Yeah, still wobbling after the patch. But they didn't mention anything about, at least I don't think, not in the patch notes I read, I didn't see anything about them tweaking the autopilot in the little Cessnas and that. Um, I honestly, I mean, they need to fix the autopilot, but the fact that the autopilot is, as long as I don't do certain things, the autopilot doesn't try to murder me. So that's nice. The autopilot I've never used. I don't know if they've ever fixed the AI pilot. I haven't used the AI pilot yet. I know both had some issues. Hang on, I haven't checked it since the last patch, but I'm pretty sure it is. And yep, because that would have disconnected the autopilot in a real plane, wouldn't it? And that is definitely still active. Yeah. That would also disconnect the autopilot in FSX too, which this game was built from. Well, they must have changed like 90% of the code. Yeah, rightfully so too. Because yeah, when it does finally let go, the trim is just like, yeah, it's frightening, really frightening. I'm kind of assuming they know that that's not right, but surely somebody's pointed it out. I just don't. I do not understand why they wouldn't. That wouldn't be on a high priority to fix. Because I mean, it's one of the functions about flying the plane, and that's what this game is about: is flying planes. So you want that kind of stuff should be, yeah, should definitely be prioritized. I would think even more than optimizing the game and getting more frames. You want the mechanics to be as the mechanics of the game to be as similar to real life as possible. So yeah, I was thinking Tizoid, we've done quite a bit of flying since you last saw. Managed to make it all the way to. We flew down to Hobart, and then Hobart back to Melbourne, then Adelaide, then Perth. Then I flew around Perth pretty much for a whole stream. It's a fairly short stream. It's just 1.5 hours. How do we look around? And yeah, now we're what, more than halfway up the West Australian coast, making our way to Darwin. So how do you usually you cruise in a cruising altitude in a Cessna would be what, somewhere between 5,000 and 7,000 feet, wouldn't it? Normally, depending on, obviously depends on your location. If you right. Hey, I'm climbing. But yeah, so what would elevate? All right, let's take it to 8. I should probably also lean. The mixture's going to be a bit lean at the moment too. Not lean, bit rich. So lean it out. Right. Keep on keeping on. Oh, I think change to altitude hold. But yeah, quite often I fly a bit low around some of these areas as well because it's a bit of a sightseeing trip as well. But seeing as it's a relatively short hop, there's not a huge amount to see around here, but it's reasonably clear skies, although there seems to be a bit of haze going on. Right. By max power, do you mean full open throttle, or you get or near open throttle, fully open throttle. Oh, hang on, I'm reading what. Sorry, I'm not all that with it today. The best fuel economy, 50% power. 50% power. 12,000. Wow. Right. Uh, I think I'll stick with 8. I don't really want to go up to as high as 12. Although I have been my first flight with this. I was telling people yesterday I couldn't get the autopilot to work, so I was just trimming everything, and I found myself up at 17,000 feet with no oxygen, which would have been interesting. Thank God you don't need it in this game. Yeah, it's quite funny. It was reasonably happy at 17,000. Yeah, it gives you exactly gliding distance. But we'll be over land relatively shortly. It's yeah, I really do enjoy this, like learning from people on here and talking to people about different things, the aeroplanes and the places. Can yeah. Having a lot of sharks down in those waters. Is that? No, just beaches. Almost look like a town there, but there's not very much out here. I think when we get to Broom's still tiny by world standards, but I think it's a bit of a decent sized town. Another really popular holiday destination. So yeah, 124 nautical miles to go. Yeah, I think the update was about. Fuck, what was the update? Probably about 500 meg or something. So it shouldn't be too bad for you to install there, Brett. Depending on, as long as you're not running on ADSL. Was it 1.4? Oh, bloody hell. The patch notes were surprisingly small for a... Oh, nice, yeah, you're almost done. Yeah, the patch notes were surprisingly small considering the size of the patch. But I might have just read an abridged version as well, which... yeah... Is it really? I haven't been very good at paying attention to the size of them. I'm glad they are patching fairly regularly, so it brings me hope that some of the issues that bug me get fixed. So, not that there's a huge amount that bugs me. A few little, like one of the things that's kind of annoying if you hit the wrong button when you're setting up, like your aircraft, is if you accidentally go back to the main menu. If you go back to the the free flight screen or whatever it's called, your waypoints will still be there. Your destination and your like your flight route, it'll still be there, but all your weights and fuel settings go back to whatever the default was, and there's no way to save a loadout. It'd be like really helpful if there was this is what I want as the default loadout, but no, weights and balances will revert to default at the slightest provocation. Oh, 7 gigabytes, wow. I didn't even realise. I'm really lucky actually, I'm on gigabit fibre here. So yeah, 7 gigabytes goes by pretty quick. It makes streaming and yeah, gigabit fibre. No, not Australia, unfortunately. I think there are some areas in Australia that, well, it's definitely like universities and all that have got some crazy fast. No, this is in New Zealand, and not all of New Zealand has gigabit fibre, but pretty much all of New Zealand has fibre at the moment. Do they have it? Nice. Good on Tasmania's probably put a bit of money into that then. But yeah, there's a few places. Yeah, well, the New Zealand government put a ton of money into just getting. Luckily, like New Zealand's a great shaped country for. They just literally ran fibre right down the centre of New Zealand, basically down the east coast, basically following the main highway and that. Oh man. Well, hopefully, I mean, if Launceston's got it, hopefully you're in the path for fibre to be coming to you eventually. I mean, it'll happen eventually, but if you're sort of out of the way, that can be a all right. 1.5 k's away. Oh my god, that's like so close but so far. Yeah, I know the Aussie government was going to do fibre for everyone, and then decided it was going to cheap out and just do VDSL, which was really short-sighted because VDSL, it was like okay for a couple of years ago, but even now it's adequate-ish now. But they really needed to go, and it wouldn't have cost that much more to go fibre into the house. Right, that's not too bad. I'm not too, I don't know if Telstra. I know it got decentralised a wee bit. Australia would be too big for fibre absolutely everywhere, but if they ran it around the coast, because they've already got, like, say, in between Western Australia and the eastern states, there's already a big pipe basically going through. But so much of the population lives on the coasts. You just do what New Zealand did and just run a line right down, which is essentially what they've done anyway. But they haven't been running fibre into the houses. Yeah, how fast does 5G go? I mean, even with 5G, you've got to put all the, you still got to put all the towers around. I don't know if it will be that much. It'd probably be easier, but possibly not that much easier. Yeah, exactly. The range of 5G is not good, and it doesn't penetrate walls and stuff all that well. Yeah, exactly. And you've got to run the fibre to the walls. So you can't. It does gigabit as well. That's pretty good. I think what they're doing with the It's not just Elon Musk, there's at least a couple of other companies doing it as well with the low orbit satellites. Is a good idea, especially for rural areas that are going to take a long time to get anything. But yeah, right. So yeah, I guess the gigabit for 5G is at yeah, yeah, and he's not the only one too. Um, it'll be interesting. But the thing about fiber as well is one of the things I've heard, they haven't actually got a friend in IT, and apparently they haven't found the limit for fiber yet. You've got, limit for the hardware on the end, but they've for the actual fiber itself, they just keep on pumping more and more data through it at higher and higher speeds. They haven't found a limit yet. Yeah, I think the problem as well is, and this is something I noticed, going from dial-up to ADSL and ADSL to, well, luckily I went from ADSL to gigabit. That was a hell of a jump. But I noticed as time goes on, like I, had the old 56K modem, felt pretty snappy when I first had it. Then as ADSL became the standard, websites became more and more bloated, and it's going to get to the point where even if you've got VDSL, which is what, up to 10 times faster if you're lucky, but normally 3 to 4 times faster than the old ADSL. It's things are just going to get things that would have been fast before are just going to get slower and slower. Yeah, exactly, Tizoid. It's yeah, it's basically the equipment you got on each end of the wire. Yeah, no, I think the future for internet is at least the speeds of things on the internet is definitely looking up. A wee bit more farmland down there. I wonder what river this is. Looks amazing just running through the desert there. It's amazing there's not more green around. Shall we look up what river this would be? Let's have a look. Shall we go? Let's go Google. Make sure I go to interact mode first. Makes it a little easier. And why is it? It keeps zooming into Nelson. I think Google thinks I'm living in Nelson for some reason. Alright. Where are we? Ah. Oh, it's the Gascoyne. I've heard of the Gascoyne. Oh, wow. Look at these lakes that have formed on the side. Wow, look at all this. All these lakes and stuff. That's kinda mental. Surely most of these yeah, these would only fill up when it... That is... alrighty, Tizoid, you have a good sleep, man. Thanks for popping in. Oh, well... Yeah, that Gascoyne definitely... I see why it's not all green around. That's so dry. Wow. That's kinda scary. So obviously in Flight Simulator this would be all full of water, but in real life it's often just bone dry. Wow. You know what, I am somewhat tempted to fly up that way. Although my fuel is really low. Might have to come back and Tasmanite. Ah, yep. Okay. Where are we? I haven't got a friend invite yet. Although you might have spelled a Denzel wrong because... Yep. It's a Denzel but with 2 L's. It's... Hang on, there we go. There we go. Accept. Reject! No rejecting. Awesome. You know what, I'm where is... I'm umming and ahhing because it's so... The terrain around here is so interesting. And... Oh, here's the $1 million question as well. When I... Oh, yeah, I am at the moment. I was flying on the West American server, but when I had Fearless join me yesterday, seemed to be having some connection issues on the West American one. America West. Oh, it auto-swapped. Nice. So here's the $1 million question. When I swap scenes to... Ah, yeah, no. It would. You can still hear the aircraft when I'm in the map, can't you? There's Coral Bay. I am tempted, when we get to Coral Bay, to maybe jump into some faster aeroplanes and have a look around inland. I don't know. It's tempting. What do you think? To your rear, rear low left. I did look left. That's good. Oops, now I'm looking right. Okay, haven't appeared on screen yet. I don't know why. $7 o'clock. Yeah, not showing yet. That is strange. Why is it not showing? Oh, wow. Thank you. Yeah, now you can see what I'm seeing. Is it? Do that. Maybe that'll help. But you can obviously see me. Ah ha ha, there you are. Beautiful. So I might slow down a wee bit, although you are coming in reasonably quickly. I might try and get it back up to about 100 knots indicated anyway. Well, it's really wanting to just sit at 94 knots. Oh, there we go, 95. 96. 87%. Mind you, you can see all the stuff at the moment because I'm in third person view. Still, what, 89 miles out? Beautiful. Is that... Yeah, I was just trying to figure out what plane that was. This game's got pretty good, like the level of detail from a distance, still pretty decent. You don't have autopilot? It's just as well we're doing a small hop here. Man, that'd be really rough doing a circumnavigation of the globe with a plane that didn't have autopilot. Yeah, so I'm wavering between 99 and 100 knots. So have you lived in Tasmania your whole life? Fairly recently then. Yep. I've never lived in Sydney. I've been through there briefly. On my way through to Tasmania, funnily enough. I think been in the airport a couple of times since then. But yeah, Hobart's definitely a way different kettle of fish to Sydney. But yeah, I used to lived in a place called Collinsvale, which is sort of just not, wow, can't remember the name of the trying to think of the directions to Collinsvale. Sort of like heading towards, I think it's heading towards New Norfolk sort of way, but up through the hills, basically behind, almost behind Mount Wellington. Devonport, yeah, Devonport's like, yeah, it was really close, isn't it? Like, is Devonport on the Derwent? I reckon. Yeah, I remember. And New Norfolk was always the place getting there. Like, we were going to school. New Norfolk was like, yeah, had a bit of a reputation. Hang on. Okay, I was thinking because Devonport was definitely it was one of the it was a very, very familiar name. That's right, because you were saying you're just 100 k's out from Launceston. Wow, I'm not firing on all four cylinders today. Oops. Hey, Devonport. There we go. Can't remember if I've been to Devonport. I have been to Launceston. I've been to an interesting little town called Penguin, which is just west of Devonport. So probably driven through been driven through Devonport. Yeah, the school I went to had a like a sister school that they do a swap over, go like not so much camping but stay with the local families and that. And yeah, I think I've been to Penguin twice. That's a cute little plane, isn't it? Almost looks like almost looks like it should be running on an electric motor. The way that engine cowling is. I think that plane's actually got a lower cruising speed than the 172, doesn't it? Yeah, especially with no autopilot. Bloody hell. Very hard to fly formation and type. Okay, so only slightly. Why did I just get an achievement hydroplaning? That's... I'm gonna... Shift tab. Ah, yep. Accumulate 50 hours of flight time in rainy weather. Does that look like it's raining to you? It doesn't look like it's raining to me. Apparently this is counting as rainy weather at the moment. That's hilarious. I've definitely got some achievements in this game that are not legitimate. There was one I noticed the other day. It was something to do with the taxi distance, like taxi 100 miles or something, and there's no way that I've taxied that amount of distance, even taking into account landings and takeoffs. Oh, like a pushback, what's the word? Achievement. That's something they need to streamline a bit in this game, as well as the pushback stuff. Having to call the tower for directions on the pushback is ridiculous. 100-mile pushback. Wow. Yeah. If they ever fix it, it'll be the be one of those things where most of the people with it will be the early players. Okay, we've got about 40 minutes left. I'm actually getting a tailwind as well. Bit of a cross tailwind. That's going to be making it tough for you. Well, that's pretty beautiful, though. Like in almost a kind of post-apocalyptic beautiful, but still beautiful. What's that about mechs? Oh, hang on, about the 40 minutes. That was the ETA I was looking at. So, depending on how the wind goes. Oh, I can tell you're typing to me because you're falling out of the sky. Alright, are you rushing on ahead? Race you there? Do a barrel roll. Don't be an Eric. Is that a A safety ad? Might be an Australian reference that I don't get. Oh, right. You've been flying with flaps this whole time. That's kind of impressive that you were keeping up. Ah, right. Yeah, I need to watch more Kiwi Mesa stuff. As I said, I'm trying to focus on being productive. Yeah, it's nice of it to start you in the air with flaps already engaged. It's a lot of straight edges on that coastline. It's obviously very low detailed data they've got for this area, but it's done a pretty. Looks like the AI has done a pretty good job of trying to work with the best of a bad situation here. Right, so now you happen to fly flat out before. Holy shit. It's kind of like driving a car stuck in second gear going down the freeway, finally discovering there's a third and a fourth. Nice. Yeah, so you actually should be, if that's your indicated airspeed, you should be going faster than me now. By a wee bit. So I'm quite happy to slow down a wee bit if it helps. Yeah. Maybe I should have got a faster plane. Maybe. Hang on, I am going to back off a wee bit and see if I can get it down to 90. I have to back off a bit more aggressively, maybe. Hang on. You're making me feel like a speed demon in my 172. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, no, the caravan. I'll be eating the caravan's dust. There we go. No, It's such a cute way of playing that. Yeah, that's more like it, eh? Yeah, it is like something out of Mork and Mindy. Don't know if you remember that program. Or, oh, what was the other one? Men in Black had them as well, didn't they? It's like somebody saw one of those chairs. I don't know, stick an engine and some wings on that. That'll be great. Old enough for Mork and Mindy. We're dating ourselves there. I don't actually remember. I don't remember them showing Mork and Mindy in Australia. Hey, but it must have. They must have shown it for a bit. God, it's so old now. What's it looking like on the map? Might actually have to adjust my heading a wee bit to... So we're at 360 now. Oh, no, hang on. Yeah, we are at 360. I'm going to change it to 350. Whoops. Don't put the handbrake on. Never landed... I haven't managed to land with the handbrake on yet, but I imagine that would not... not be pleasant. Ooh, I'm hearing interesting wind noises. Throttle on this joystick is a little bit wandery. Does the job well enough most of the time. It probably makes sense too. Hang on, where's the... Yep, yep. Yeah, the wind is actually blowing from where, almost where we want to go. So yeah, fighting the wind at this point. 23 knots too, that's quite a stiff breeze. It's probably, what do we got? Maybe drop a bit of altitude, maybe. Maybe. Actually, no, fuck no. We don't need to drop altitude yet. Was that your ground speed? Getting 106 knots ground speed and... Actually, why am I getting such good ground? Hang on, is that right? Yeah, 106 knots ground speed. Oh yeah, but true airspeed of 118 knots. And just over 100 knots indicated. Yeah, you don't have the... Did you just fly over the top of me? I just saw a shadow go. Yep. I saw that shadow go across the bonnet of the aeroplane. I don't think bonnet's quite the right word, but cowling or something. That was funny. Where's the sun? Yeah. Yeah, definitely the wind's getting a little more turbulent as well, I feel. Just a little bit, not too bad. Incoming! It's so cute! Hang on. I'm gonna swap seats! And there he is. Be good windows for sightseeing out of that little plane, eh? That's cool. Yeah. Yep. God, if I decide to use the... Because I don't think the little yellow cub in this has autopilot either, does it? Don't know if I want to fly halfway around the world without autopilot. Yeah, the X-Cub, yeah. I think that's also, the X-Cub also has, if it's the one I'm thinking about, also has all the proper instruments for flying in instrument conditions as well. Whereas the little yellow Cub doesn't even have an artificial horizon, if I remember rightly. That's some pretty decent formation flying right there. Um, 25 minutes, more or less. Yeah, it's going to be interesting with you in the caravan and me in this, trying to figure out the best way to, like, if we're going to be flying formation the whole way, or some sort of staggered sort of thing. Because, yeah, if I'm... Because the range on the caravan is considerably better than this as well. And if I'm going flat out in this, it's going to chew through the range too. It's going to be... definitely something to think about. Right, yeah, you can get so much, because I've got, I think this can stay up for 6 hours as its maximum endurance, but the difference is that you'd get so much further than me in that same sort of time. Darwin to Bali. Yeah, that's pretty good. So I think so yeah, a good first stop for this plane would be was Timor, somewhere around Timor, like. Right. Yeah, I actually noticed on your channel the flights are a bit shorter. Plus, you were doing pre-recorded videos, weren't you? Like, they weren't streams; they were recordings that you'd then speed up parts of it for. Ah, yep. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think there's some people out there that appreciate they're doing it in real time. And certainly, it's for me. It's partly I'd like doing the streaming, and then the we are just about at our destination. About 25 minutes out of wherever it is we're going. I can't remember the name of the place. We are heading north. In fact, if you got on Google Maps, you could probably match this up. Let's have a look. Nearest. Yeah. So if I can... Oh, that's right. We're going to Coral Bay Airport. So Coral Bay is where we're heading. Oh, we're flying into misty conditions. Yes, no. It's weird. Everything just kind of got misty for a second. Yeah, it's stunning. Some of the... I'll go into external. Those all dried up lakes and everything all around the place. Yeah, it's kind of stunning in that post-apocalyptic kind of way. And I've got Brett flying with me as well in the aeroplane that I can't remember the name of. Such clean ocean. Yeah, most of the oceans are clean in in the simulator at least. So I tend not to make it look polluted, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, the CT super light. The eggshell with wings. Yeah. It's funny though, in the sim they show these rivers with water in them, whereas it seems like that's rarely the case for a lot of these rivers. So I think we're about 20 minutes away from landing at the moment. Oops, give or take. Yeah, 19 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm gonna drop some altitude, Brett. I'm gonna drop it down to 4,000. If I can get it to work. Yeah, the multiplayer aspect is very cool. $4,000 vertical speed. There we go. And yeah, I've also you still have my gates on, so following for what are your gates? Or was that a typo? I'm not too sure where I'm going to end up landing. Let's do a bit of a... Going to 330 on the hang and a left to heading 330. Ah, nice. Yeah, that'll make life a bit easier. We can voice chat there? Oh, Discord, yes. Yeah, I've got to, I recently jumped off Discord for a bit. I need to do something about getting something sorted out. Because, yeah, that'd definitely be, having voice chat would be a lot easier. I think once we land today I think I will. I'll call the stream there because I'm definitely fading. Tired. Yeah, no, that'd be awesome. I'll do that. Excuse me. Alright, Mum. I'll, yeah, catch you later. Bye. Yeah, you shouldn't have too much trouble with Restream. It said it's just OBS, and I'll yeah, once I get in your Discord, I can share my settings with you. And hopefully that works for you. Because yeah, you've got a much more powerful graphics card than I do, so it should work. Oh. Wow. Yeah, I've got either medium or high. I can't remember if there is a... There must be a high. I think it's high. Yeah, built-up areas will absolutely kill it. And honestly, the difference in quality graphically, I don't think is that dramatic. 10 minutes. Oh, may as well drop altitude even more. Yeah, I remember you said yesterday that was just frustrating. Just, I'm hoping the game doesn't crash again while we were landing here. Yeah, because that's across the whole United States, basically, isn't it? Thank God it was in a Concorde you did it. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, it's really the beginning and the end of these streams, where the excitement really happens. It's where the payoff is. Well, it's, oh wow, there's an airfield, interesting looking airfield below us. I don't think that's right in the middle of nowhere. Oh my god, so yeah, that's even worse. There's another airfield there as well. This is probably going to be pretty much a dirt strip as well. So it looks like the airport further up is a bit more substantial, but I'm not too worried. It wasn't very clear on the map, pretty much showed everything as pretty minor. Oh, mind you, it was the stream that crashed, wasn't it? Not the game, so... But yeah, I mean, you can use downscaling. There's not a lot of point in streaming in 4K. I don't even know if Twitch supports that. I know YouTube definitely does, doesn't it? But... Oh, good that you at least got the recording. Oh god, we're so close. 14, but still so far. That's is that no 4K for streaming to YouTube? Ah, okay. So 1440 is pretty. It says 1440, I think, at the moment. Even now, is the more practical resolution for most things. Yeah, my monitor's only a 1080, so. Need to learn how to use some of the more advanced features of this autopilot system as well. What is the windowing? This is gonna make... landing's gonna be a little bit interesting. I'll let you go first. 3 of them. Wow, so you got them set up like sort of around like ultra widescreen stuff. "50 inches as well, that is impressive." Oh my god. On 1080 as well. My god, that wind is blowing. Ah, there we go, my fuel light just came on. Wow, this wind. Yeah, that's understandable. I think even a 2080 would struggle with running this at high or ultra on that sort of resolution. Yeah. Yeah. I suppose that makes sense. I'm wondering how OBS would cope with that. Oh. Yeah, probably not. Right. Somebody else ahead of us. Where is the runway? Okay, so right, so it's right near that spit, basically poking out there after the windmills, which are going ham. There somewhere. It almost looks like we're landing on a bloody beach. If that's... oh no, there it is. Okay, slightly rusty little strip out on the beach. Okay, I'm going to disengage autopilot. Yeah. Where are you? Alright, you're down there. I'm going to... there he is. Slow down. This plane is so hard to get to fly slow. There we go. Just speeding up again.
Charlie Oscar, Yankee traffic at Edsel 761 miles south 700 feet inbound to land runway 19er.
Oh.
500.
I keep building up too much speed. That looked like an okay landing from where I was looking, but I kept trying to come in sort of behind you, but I just kept building up too much speed. Don't stall it. There you go. There we go, I'm down. And again, out in the middle of nowhere. That was pretty smooth. Oh, the wind down here is not a problem. Only 4 knots. We were getting at 20 odd knots up before. I was expecting much more adverse conditions, although even if it had been 20 knots it would have been pretty much pretty much straight into it, which wouldn't have been too bad. I'll try not to clip wings, not that it matters too much in this sim. Handbrake on, beautiful. I didn't quite hang up, let's line it up. That's a bit better. Beautiful. I want to turn my plane off, please. There we go. Nice. Well, thanks for flying with me, Brett. That's pretty awesome. Nice, there was a couple of different airplanes too. That's such a cute wee plane. Yep. Yeah, I will. It'll probably be sometime tomorrow. Yeah, it's been a bit exhausting today, so. Alright, it's been a pleasure. I will catch you around. You have a good one. You too, Staver. Thanks for watching. And I'll catch you next time. Still a couple of hours. Nice, nice. What is the day today? Wednesday. Okay, so I've got... Because you say you fly Fridays, yeah? So, I think it was Fridays you said. I've got till Friday to get there. Feels like it's so close, but it's also, I know it's still so bloody far away. Yeah, true, true. Or, yeah. Yeah. Cool. Alright, I'll catch you later, guys. Thanks for watching. And bye.